Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello my lovely alerts and welcome back to the Narc Alert. Well, happy Tuesday. This video was supposed to go up Monday, but of course we were stopped dead in our tracks by yet another thrilling live stream by AMBERLYNN Reid. Given all of the recent chatter about her father and her relationship with her dad, I thought it might be fun, given Father's Day is coming up, to just do a little compilation and look at Amber and her daddy. Let's dive right in.
And I would hear my father saying really bad things about gay people. He would say how it was gay black men who created AIDS. He would say horrible names like and just really mean things. And sometimes he would say, "Thank God my children aren't gay." How did my dad find out? I honestly don't remember. I think he kind of just knew. I think my mom told him, to be honest. And I never heard him say anything bad about gays. It was strange. It's like he changed. But he didn't even treat me different, which that's what I was afraid of the most, that he would treat me different because I was white. More than anything, the fact that my family accepts me, every single one of my family members accept me, and I appreciate that so much.
Hello? Aunt Tammy? Is that you?
Issues with some close family of mine, like my mother and my father and my brother, and that's stuff that I don't share. That's stuff that I keep inside and I keep bottled up. I don't even share it with the people around me, really. I just always felt like Fat Amber, and that's exactly what I was called. It was the smallest trailer ever, and I never saw my dad, even though we were under the same roof. He had people coming in and out of the home all hours of the day, all hours of the night, to buy his drugs. And one day, I was going with my dad to the dumpster, and I was playing with the cat while my dad was piling his truck with a bunch of dumpster goodies. At a young age, I was a very strange child. I loved to swim, I rode bikes constant, and when my dad went to the dumps, I had to go with him. I don't know why. It was just one of those things that I loved doing. I literally, like, almost every single one of my family members have diabetes. Like my dad, my grandmas, like just...
And yeah, normally when it's like my dad's birthday or my mom's birthday, my brother's birthday, or you know, stuff like that, it gets to me emotionally because I really don't talk to them.
I can't imagine having diabetes. And my dad, when I was younger and when I was living with him, he got very sick. Very sick, and I thought I was gonna lose him. I was very young at the time, and he lost his hearing for a little bit. I still don't understand it at all, what happened, but he was in the hospital for a very, very, very long time, and when he came out of the hospital, he couldn't hear. And I don't know if it was a diabetic coma that he was in. I'm pretty sure it was. But when he woke up, for about a week, he just couldn't hear. He has suffered with diabetes for the longest time, and still to this day. I don't really talk to him much, and whenever I do talk to him, he always says how he is in and out of the hospital because of his diabetes. He actually has a hole in his leg. Very big, gross, deep hole in his leg from diabetes, and I just can't. I don't want that to be me, and it scares me. I haven't heard from my dad in a really long time, and he sent me a message saying how much he loves me and he misses me and he wants to see my YouTube videos, and he's sorry he hasn't been there for me. Made me cry. I just want to hug him, you know, and I can't. Crystal was on her Facebook, and I guess my dad posted on my page 20 minutes ago saying that, you know, he's so happy that I'm happy and that I'm still his little princess, and I literally lost it and I could not stop crying, and I just kind of got myself under control and realized that maybe, you know, that's not the greatest option. I have a organic healthy cereal, and it's like a granola with like chocolate bits, like tiniest. But we just thought it was really funny, and she uses it to sleep in, and what I find funnier is that my dad's name is George. So whenever I look at the shirt, I actually think of him, but it's not in like a bad way. It's kind of... Dad's house burnt down a couple months ago, so he's also homeless. He's living with different people, house hopping, and I always wonder, I always say this to myself, I always say, how could anything ever get any worse? And it seems like things just continue and continue and continue, and it's like, I feel like my heart can't handle it. And why I'm making this video, I just feel like you guys need to kind of know a little bit of what's going on currently, so you guys can understand maybe the way, sorry, the way I am sometimes. Mom's still homeless. I haven't really heard from her at all. I haven't heard from my dad at all. And regarding my aunt, I tried my hardest. I sent her long messages and just apologizing and trying to have her back in my life, and I don't think it's gonna happen. She won't respond.
No, tell her it's not Amber, it's Merc.
That's what my dad just sent me in a message on Facebook, and it literally breaks my heart. I miss my dad so much, and I just cannot wait to see him again, and it just makes me cry even thinking about it. I grew up with my dad calling me a fat blimp pig. I grew up with him spitting in my face, blocking me in a corner, calling me every horrible name there is. And when people telling me that I'm killing myself, that just brings back those memories. You could say you're being nice, or you're a nurse or a doctor and you're just telling me the truth. You can say that all you want, but I want to let you know it comes off in a very rude manner. And this reverse psychology is not going to work on me. My mother's in prison, my brother's homeless. I haven't heard from my dad in forever. Like, last time I heard from him was like easily like almost 2 years ago, and he was in the hospital because of his diabetes. Like, his diabetes is just really bad. And I don't know, like, another little tidbit about me is that I was supposed to be held back in kindergarten. My dad literally did not let it happen. Like, he did everything in his power not to let it happen, so thank the Jeebus. I witnessed my dad trying to kill himself on several occasions. With my parents, my dad would actually put me in the corner and he would spit in my face and huck loogies in my face and call me every fat name that you can think of. It was honestly one of the most hard times in my life. It honestly has traumatized me to this day, and I think about it quite often, probably more than I should. And my 12th birthday was coming up, and my dad's like, okay, let's go somewhere. Like, I didn't know where we were going at all. Like, halfway there, my dad's like, we're gonna go get your nose pierced, don't tell your mom. I was like, what? Like, I was literally shocked. Like, I couldn't believe it, because like, the first time I dyed my hair, my dad freaked out. Like, I dyed my hair so young. I think I was like 11. I dyed like the tips of my hair pink, but that's a whole other subject. I don't know what's going on with my dad. Truly, I don't. We don't talk. It was me and my uncle just chilling in the living room, and he kept telling me, don't go in your parents' room, don't go in your parents' room, but I really needed them for something. Like, I don't remember what it was. And I walked in there, and they were doing the deed, and I closed it really fast, and it'll be a moment I'll never forget. But something even worse happened one time. And I'm gonna share it on here because it's a dirty secret tag. Why not? I wanted to look at his pictures. Like, I wanted to see, what does my dad take a picture of? Like, I'm curious. His penis. Me and my dad lived in the same trailer, and I didn't see him for weeks on end. You guys might think I'm exaggerating, I'm lying. Call it what you will, but this was my life. My room was on the one end of the trailer, and his was on the other, and like, the only time I would see him was when I needed something, which was very rare because he actually paid his friends to take care of me and my brother. How he paid them was through drugs. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, when I was in high school, again, living with them, I wouldn't be picked up from school until like 3 hours after school. Call my freaking high school, ask them yourself. It happened. And the only reason why I was picked up was because of my dad's friends, drug addict friends. My dad would never see us, and it was starting to become really hard because he would have people come in and out of the trailer constantly because he was selling and buying drugs. It was disgusting. Things were getting worse. I was becoming miserable. How everything started. My dad, he would beg me. This is one Christmas. He would be like, ask Santa for a bike, ask Santa for a bike, ask Santa for a bike. So I would sit there and I'd be like, Santa, I want a bike. Santa, I want a bike. You know, I would do it. I would do that in front of my dad. Behind closed doors, you know, when little kids like to beg Santa for stuff, I really wanted a jump rope. When push comes to shove, when I'm opening gifts from Santa Claus, here comes the bicycle, and I'm waiting for the jump rope, and I'm trying to like be happy for the bicycle, but I'm really wanting that damn jump rope, and I did not get one, and I actually cried about it. And me and my dad were actually reminiscing about these stories just a couple months ago via Facebook Messenger. One of them, which is really funny, it was actually the night before Thanksgiving, and what my family used to do is my grandma would cook the turkey while we were sleeping, and she would constantly check it. Obviously, like, we don't want a fire or anything, but oh my god, this is so embarrassing. He just thinks it's so funny. I slept, I can't even say it, I slept in front of the oven, and I said, Dad, I'm gonna guard the big chicken. What? Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Like, I'm gonna guard the big chicken? Like, what? My dad recently contacted me, and it was a really great conversation. He told me he's been sober since September, and for him, that's, I don't want to get emotional, but for him, that's amazing. For my mom, she's still sober. It's been 2 years now, and for both of my parents to be sober, they're not together anymore, but for both of my parents to be sober at the same time is like, I feel like I'm living in like a dream. And I'm currently still not in contact with her because in the past, I'm known for being brutally honest. I'm actually communicating with my brother, I'm communicating with both of my parents. My dad just got surgery, so I've been checking up on him. It just seems like my family is doing really good right now, so I'm very happy about it. So this is my brother, and that's his girlfriend's kid. So I just kind of wanted you guys to see, like, put a image to him. I'm hoping one day that me and him could visit each other, and he already said like he wants to be all up in the videos, so I'm like so excited for that. Yay! And my dad surprised me, and he took me and he was like, shh, don't tell your mom. And I went and got my nose pierced, and I swear, as I was getting it pierced, he literally squeezed my hand harder than I squeezed his, but it was so fun. There was just like one drop of blood, and a few of my guy friends actually came with us, and it was, and she's proud of me, and so is my dad. Actually, every time we talk, which is not often at all, but every time we talk, he talks about how proud he is of me, of my YouTube channel. How's my dad doing? I have no current update right now. I'm hoping to get one soon. How is my dad? I haven't gotten any more updates. I just know that he's no longer in the hospital, so I'm assuming he feels better. How has my dad been? He's doing better. His birthday was on the 21st. So, I actually sent him money so he can like go out to a dinner. So that was my gift to him. Yes, my day's actually going really good. Minus some bad news about my dad again. He's back in the hospital, so that's been hard. I don't know, that's just been really hard, and I'm trying to like not think about it as much, but obviously it's in the back of my mind for sure. So completely different from when I was younger, but yes, I have seen this happen. My dad and my brother currently are still stuck in their drug addiction, and I love them so much, and I do constantly tell them to go to rehab. You're right, I've always said that. Even when I was younger, I urged my mom to go. Always have. And
people who usually say one thing but do another are hypocrites.
the thing is with rehab, they have gone. My dad's gone, my brother's gone several times. And it only works if you want it to work. I talked a lot about my dad. And in that very therapy session, I discovered feelings and thoughts that I didn't even know I had. So that was interesting, I will say. And here is a box. So this stuff is from George, which is actually my dad's name. So very interesting. Oh, me saying it was my dad's friend, 100,000%. I said that for a long time, but I was sexually like harassed. I don't know the best way to describe that, by a lot of my dad's friends while I was a teenager. Yes. No, my dad's not dead. No, I'm not in contact with my dad.
Well, there you have it. A look at AMBERLYNN Reed's relationship with her father. Is it good? Is it bad? It's kind of hard to tell. Many of us have daddy issues though, so we're not saying anything, just presenting a look. Thank you so much for joining me and Rio. We'd love it if you click like on the video, grab a membership, a subscription, do all those YouTubey things. We'll see you in the Discord, and until we meet again, be kind, and hasta luego.